Hey guys, this is Chris. Got a couple of books to show you this week. This past week, I've sold some comic art, and for those that don't know, I'm also a comic art collector. But I've been getting kind of out of it for a while. Comic art is very cool. It's very expensive. It's sometimes very hard to move. So if you're into comic art and you're looking to sell quickly, sometimes it'll take you a long time to sell a piece. That was the case these past couple weeks. I had a fully painted, full cover color by Tyler Crook that from Harrow County, and loved it. Had it for years, and I kind of got out of Harrow County. Stopped collecting. I sold my complete run a few years back, and I put it up for sale on Comic Art Fans, and put it on eBay, and I put it on for asking price. Like, I put it on for retail, and I just, for the life of me, could not sell that thing. And I got an email from Comic Art Fans out of the blue of a collector who really wanted it. We struck a deal, and I sent it to him. So I hope he really enjoys it. I love that piece of art. It stayed in the collection for quite some time. But I decided to reinvest that art, which was like I said, it took 6 years to move that art. It took a while. At least it feels like it was that long. I can't really remember when Harrow kind of came out. It seems like a long time now. It seems like at least 10 years. But it took a long time to move that art. And yeah, sometimes it's hard to sell comic art. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to take some of that money and reinvest it back into the hobby. And I think I did pretty good. So let me show you what I got. I got two Modern Classics. First up, from 1989, Sandman #1. For those who haven't read The Sandman, give it a shot. It's crazy, like crazy. I remember reading Sandman and just saying, Neil Gaiman's just got to be on some serious drugs. Just has to be. That's the only way I think he can have written this. There's the front, here's the back. But I've always been a fan of Sandman, always been a fan of the show. Sorry to hear some of the things that Neil Gaiman's gone through. I've read a couple of his books. I think one of them was Graveyard Boy. If you haven't read that one's a spectacular book. Really such a good read. But anyway, you can't go wrong with The Sandman #1. Absolutely not. Fantastic condition. It's every bit of a 9.8. Beautiful cover. No nicks, no nothing. Recently graded. And I'm excited. To add this classic book into my collection. Always wanted this book, and it's kind of nice to finally add it in such a great grade as well. Similar to this next book, same deal. You have to read this if you haven't already. If you haven't seen the movie, you haven't seen the TV series, they're both really good in a way. I kind of like the movie better than the book. I know that's hard to say. It's almost blasphemous, but I really like the movie. The book really needs no introduction. It's one of the most important comic books in the history of comics. It is Watchmen, issue #1. What a fantastic story. Just from beginning to end. I got a really nice hardcover of this on my shelf, and I'll go back and I'll read it every now and again. A few weeks ago, I went back and watched the Zack Snyder movie, the extended edition, with the Black Freighter comic story in it. Fantastic. He did such a great job on that movie, featuring Rorschach, Dr. Manhattan, Night Owl, all of them. He did so good. Loved the comedian Ozymandias, every person in that book. This one, fantastic. You can't really see it, but this is a completely black cover, and there's just not a spot on this guy. And if you're a comic book collector and you ever collect black covers, I mean, just impossible to get them to look this nice. It's almost like this book was never touched. And usually there's a scrape, there's a scratch, there's a rub, nothing. Just absolutely spectacular. spectacular book. Got this off of Instagram. Fantastic deal. Almost thought I was going to lose it. It was a DM deal where I sent a DM to the consigner, and I was just like, oh, this is really lowballing this. And he took it, and I'm like, whoa, spectacular. Thank you, Elite Comics 11, for making this deal happen. Super excited. Watchmen #1. You can't go wrong with these two guys. Watchmen #1, Sandman #1, two absolute classics of comics. Every collector should at least read these. Every fan of comics should read them. And at least have the trade paperbacks in your collection, because they're fantastic stories. That's it for today, guys. Two massive books. Two books I've been wanting to add to my collection for a long time. Watchmen 1, Sandman 1. Hope you guys are doing well, staying safe. Have a great day. Bye.